Alright, so here are the missable achievements for version 3.5, and by missable I mean temporarily missable in that if you don't get them now during the story playthrough, you're going to have to wait until the boss shows up again at a later date. This is usually in the Memory of Chaos or one of the other endgame modes. So usually this means a much more challenging fight, so it's going to be in your best interest to do it here. Although that said, these two achievements are a lot easier than the ones that we had to deal with in the past, so don't stress out too much if you already missed out. Right, so with that, this is going to be against the final boss of the story, and there's going to be 2 in total, both of which can be done in the same fight. So first off, let's start with Critique of Practical Reason. So the boss has a unique mechanic in which every time he summons an enemy or you kill an enemy, he gains a charge. Maxing out his charges will make him change forms. However, this not only happens for enemies, but also for your own memo sprites as they enter and leave the battlefield. So this achievement requires us to charge his algorithm switch 4 times using our own memo sprites. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult if you only have Remembrance MC, and a little bit easier if you've got multiple memo sprite users. So in my example, I have Hyacinth and Remembrance MC, so when I summon Mem and our little unicorn friend, we get 2 charges to the boss. Then it's just a matter of letting both Mem and Ica die to get the 3rd and 4th charges. This is easier said than done, but I found that the most surefire way to get it done was to let both characters die, which does in turn cause the member sprites to leave the field, getting you the achievement. Now if you've only got Remembrance MC, then it might be a little bit harder. You're either going to need to let Mem take damage without using any AoE heals that might heal them up, or MC skill which heals Mem. Alternatively, you can also just bring a character that can revive, and then that way you can summon Mem, die, get revived, and repeat it again for the 4 counts. Okay, now on to the next one, Critique of Pure Reason, and this one is super simple. So during the fight, once you switch the boss to his 2nd form, he's going to start applying a debuff called Antinomy to your characters. It's going to be really obvious when this happens because you'll get a pop-up that tells you all about it, and you will also get a red circle on your ultimate icons. Whenever you use an ultimate with Antinomy applied, you will take a massive amount of damage, but this achievement needs us to do 3 ultimates while under the effect of Antinomy, so that's what we'll do. And that's that.